Sony Marvel when they decided to make a Spider-Man universe with no Spider-Man while they loaned Spider-Man to Disney for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And they said, hey, we got all these rights to these Spider-Man characters, but let's make a Spider-Man universe that doesn't have Spider-Man in it. And while we're at it, let's attempt to make the worst movies we possibly can, because everyone's just going to go out and see them. They're superhero movies. Everybody loves superhero movies, right? It looks like that was basically their strategy. I think they thought that they could just put anything out there, call it a superhero movie, slap a Marvel name on it, and people would go see it. And maybe you think at one point in time that was true. Certainly not the case any longer. Madam Web, we all remember the disaster known as Madam Web. Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney, Isabella Merced. A bomb. A Kraven the Hunter, bomb. Morbius, bomb. Just all of these just dog shit movies that they were putting out. Well, now, the Sony CEO is saying something incredibly revolutionary, Jay. The bar for superhero films has been raised, Sony Pictures CEO says. You can't make a bad movie. They have to be cultural events that can be marketed that way. Ravi Ahuja says, of creating a successful box office hit. And this is what he says about superhero movies. There was a period of time where anything superhero was guaranteed to do well. I think the bar for superhero movies, it was relatively low. In the mid-2010s, pretty much all of them would do incredible business. But even now, superhero movies have to have a degree of originality. They have to add something different. They have to have emotional connection. They have to be cultural events that could be marketed that way. Even that doesn't get to the point which they have to be fucking good. They have to be fucking good now for people to want to take a chance on them. And yes, you can't make a bad movie. And maybe there is some degree of truth in this, that during the initial kind of superhero surge, that people were just kind of caught up in it and these interconnected universes and the storytelling and stuff like that. And they would just show up in droves. And people are just a little fatigued of it now. And now you have to be convinced to go give one of these movies a chance. But yeah, I know, shocker for the studio that brought you Madam Web. Maybe you actually have to make something good. I know that's wild.
Yeah, it's a these people, like we brought it up before, they constantly pass the blame. They never blame themselves. They never look inward to see, They just look at all of us as little ants hoping to consume the next thing that comes out if they put the right name on it or maybe the right face. The cope that these studios have when they put out bad movies where they still pat themselves on the back for whatever reason is crazy. I mean, like even now I'm still seeing them praise the Superman film on how it has skyrocketed and made money. Like now some reports are saying how much money it's made the studio and they're moving forward. Things like, it's just like
those profit numbers are completely and totally insane.
Of course. That's what I'm saying. Like
it's just complete spin and cope based just on the numbers we know, let alone the reported actual budget. It is very funny. But yeah,
I couldn't agree. I couldn't agree more. It's so bizarre. Like this is the kind of cope that they have. Like they just, it doesn't matter what they put out. They're just like, yeah, we did. I've even heard people go, yeah, we did some things, we tried some things and we're very proud of what we did. But yeah, no, it's just, they never can. It seems like they just never can come out and go, wow, that movie was horrible. We're going to do better. Like we're gonna get a new writing team in. We're gonna get a new staff. We're gonna try to figure this thing out so that people can have enjoyment.
Bro, watching like Sydney Sweeney and Dakota Johnson basically just shit all over their own movie, like as it was actively out in theaters, was a pretty funny moment.
I think it was good for them.
Yeah,
I think it was good for them.